Right, welcome to the channel, ladies and gents. This is the second trailer, although it's marketed as the official trailer, to Peninsula, which is the follow-up to Train to Busan. If you've not seen it, or Busan, I say Busan. If you've not seen it, you have to see that film. It is, I think it's a masterpiece. I think it's amazing. And I really, really like Korean cinema. Obviously, South Korean cinema. And they've released another trailer, but they've also actually released like a brief synopsis with it, which they didn't do for the first one. So we're going to take a look at the trailer together, I'm going to read the synopsis first, then we're just going to dive into it, I guess, because I love the look of this. I think the first trailer showed just impeccable cinematography. So the synopsis is: when the zombie outbreak swept the entire nation, Jung Seok, barely escaped South Korea alive while living a life of despair in Hong Kong. Interesting that they're doing Hong Kong. He receives an enticing offer to return to the quarantined peninsula. His mission is to retrieve an abandoned truck in the middle of Seoul within a time limit and escape the peninsula silently. But his operation goes haywire when a mysterious militia known as Unit 631 ambushes Jung Seok. Small team, as well as even more vicious hordes of zombies. In his most desperate moment, Ming Jung's family saves him, and he plans one last chance to escape the peninsula once and for all. The prodigal son, the survivor, and the deranged. Their violent struggle for survival begins. I mean, doesn't that sound just amazing? Honestly, I can't. I love Train to Busan. You have to watch it. It's one of the best films ever. Really, really good zombie movie. Just phenomenal. So let's check this out, shall we?
미쳤어? 거길 또 들어간다고?
Oh my God.
You get the truck, come back with the money. That's $2.5 million per head. If you come back alive.
It's just, it's a masterpiece. Look at it.
살고 싶으면 타요.
But if you want to live, Terminator.
아저씨는 들깨생활 처음인가 보네.
Oh.
61번 빨리 안 나가! 야! 61번!
Like, it's just mayhem.
움직이자. 내가 또 나서야 되나?
Look at that. How cool is that? It's just like a video game. I love it. But it looks real. That's the thing. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Hot damn. Oh my lord. That. Fucking amazing. That was so good. First and foremost, guys, let me know your thoughts on that down below in the comment section. I love this. So I wanna just take a moment to appreciate it all, because I firmly believe South Korean cinema is probably I wouldn't say up and coming, because they've had just staggering films for so long, but this is them. I think this is from cinematography perspective probably one of the best I've seen for a while, if not the best. So I want to take the opportunity just to appreciate that and go through it. I mean, this shot alone, beautiful. Like the colouring, absolutely staggering. Really, really, really nice. Framing's really, really good. I'd imagine this says something relevant in some degree. And there was I think what I like the most about The Train to Busan, the zombies, they're just mental. It's just mayhem. It's absolutely chaotic. These shots are so beautiful. You've got the motion blur there. So let's have a look, because I don't know whether this was... Yeah, so whether this is an actual shot or not, I don't know if my face was in the way. No, it's not. So this here, right, it's difficult to make out whether this is CGI or not, because they've got some good motion blur going on. Watch. Look at that. I mean, it's probably CGI, but that's awesome. And, you know, we have the light in the distance, whether it's another truck or the sunrise. It's just a beautifully framed shot. Like, it just looks awesome. And these as well. So in the previous trailer, we saw these all up against the glass, all these zombies. And for them just to smash through it, like, obviously you knew it was going to happen, but to now pair that trailer up with this one, it's awesome. Look at it. Just the way they... I think what I like about this is... Do you remember... what was it? World War... Was it World War Z? Brad Pitt? Just how those zombies moved. It's very reminiscent of this. And I think Train to Busan came first, actually. I think. Off the top of my head. But look at how they just stumble over one another. And they just run and bound and just jump. And they don't care. Which would happen. Like, zombies don't give a shit. They don't care about their safety, do they? They don't have the cognitive ability to care. So it would be like that, wouldn't it? And it's just so good that they just embrace it. So good. This was interesting. So is he American?
The truck, come back with the money. That's $2.5 million per head.
He's American, isn't he? I think. This shot alone, again, awesome. Look at that. What amazing shot. The moon coming down there. Light looks a little bit off from the moon. If you look. But again, I don't hate it. But look at the line from the moon supposedly over there. It's a little bit off, isn't it? But I mean, it can work. It might be an actual shot. That seems a little bit off to me. I don't know why. But that's a beautiful shot. That looks absolutely fantastic. I cannot get enough of this. This is just awesome. Like, the bleak desolation that they have there. It's just so overwhelmingly... The odds are stacked against them, aren't they? And I think as well, like, it looks like a game. And I'm going to try and brighten the trailer up a little bit, because this will be quite dark from the encoding software. But the colours are so vivid. You know, you've got, just behind my head, there's some blues. You've got the whites of the trucks and the cars and the Hyundais. Or Hyundais, however they say it elsewhere. And the greens. It's just so... I mean, it's beautiful. Like, it looks great. And again, it's that looking like a game thing. It just looks like a game. Look all the zombies in the background. God damn! Like, you just know you're fucked. And that is horror. Knowing that you are absolutely screwed and that anyone can die at any minute. Which they can! Because if you've watched Train to Busan, you know exactly what I'm on about. Like, no one is safe. No spoilers or anything. But it just looks so good. It's hammy where it needs to be, right? And this is like the sign of a good movie. It doesn't take itself overly seriously. Like a little boy like smashing through a zombie, going, hop in if you want to live. I mean, it's tongue-in-cheek. Like, that's what you want, right? And it's hammy when it needs to be, like a little boy driving a car. Obviously, there'll be some jokes about that, I would imagine. And obviously, this is the same kid who later in the trailer is seen driving a bloody remote-controlled, neoned up, tiny little car, look. So that's when you go like, oh, well, that's quite funny. What a nice callback. It's just awesome. Absolutely awesome. This thing is terrifying. This was in the first one, the first trailer here. This thing just comes out, this like mound of zombies. Like, what? How did they even do? Are they on like a... I wonder if they're on like a trolley jack or something like that and they're just like pulling themselves along. It's hammy where it needs to be. It's beautiful cinematography. Like, these shots are great, right? So, and then... Like, how good is that? Again, hammy where it needs to be, just like a game. Doesn't take itself too seriously, but is very serious where it matters. That is what you want. And as well, in a sequel, what they've managed to do here is go, right, well, horror genre, zombie films, okay, let's just flip it on its head. You know, it's not in line with the first one in the same kind of subgenre of horror. Because the first one was it was on a train, wasn't it? It was literally just on a train. Whereas this is more action orientated. And you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Alien to Aliens. How they just completely flipped the genre and kept it fresh and alive. And I love that. I think this is going to be amazing. But no release date. Like, when's it coming out? I want to know when can I watch this? Like, seriously? Coming soon? Come on. You've hyped me up. I need to see it. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this down below. Sorry for the rambling, but I love to appreciate good cinematography and the technical aspect of all of these things. Watch the trailer for yourself. Thanks so much. Take care.